All set to start the ninth in this one. Leading off, Christian Koss.
Hey.
Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Number 8, Bryce Eldridge.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
2 up, 2 down. 1 out left for the Giants. Here's the left fielder, number 78.
Hey.
2 down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike. Up the middle, Tovar. Throw to first, ball game. And the Rockies take this one in a blowout. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for the Astros, Taylor Trammell.
No, that's down. Ball.
The 1-0. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Stretches out and hauls it in. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
And that one is in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Joey Loperfido will hit next.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swing and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Raynel Delgado, the next to hit.
Ha!
Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Up the middle, dives, and he can't hang on. He doesn't have a throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Yeehaw!
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. So 2 down, and now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH. He's 0 for 1. Out towards left center. Should have this one. And that's the 3rd out. Next is the designated hitter. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Called out on strikes. So 2 down. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter. He's 0 for 1.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
That's the ball.
This one in the air, center field. On the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swings and misses. Struck him. So 2 down. Now it's the DH. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1. Swinging a foul out of play. Two on, 2 outs. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And now the DH. Pitch gets away. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Two on, 2 outs.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him swinging for the K. And next is the designated hitter. Foul ball there. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. And they put the tag on him. That's the... So 2 down. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter. He's 0 for 1.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Ball.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the throw. In there safely. Now it's the DH.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
2 on, 2 outs.
Nope. Outside.
Swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So 2 down. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
There's a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
And he got him. Strike 3. And next is the designated hitter. He's 0 for 1. That one fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Swings and misses. Struck him. Next is the designated hitter. Two outs, 2 in scoring position here in the last half of the third. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout and end the inning. So 2 down. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Ball inside.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Next one misses. Ball 3. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. Can't get there. 1 run will score. Now the second run is in, and they're up by 4. A 2-run double. First and second, 1 out. Now it's the second baseman. In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. In the air, left field. Hernandez on the move. Nice grab on the run. Runner tags at second.
Everyday dream.
2 outs, runner on first. Here's the second baseman. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to the left. Now it's the second baseman. Base hit. Muncy headed home. Here comes the throw. Safe. And the runner from second.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
2 on, 2 outs. And a foul ball. The 1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. And he's out.
He's out.
Down, and that is. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the second baseman, number 44. Sliced hard, but foul.
You know, these Athletics doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say they've only chased at pitches outside the zone a little more than 10% of the time, which is excellent.
Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So now back to the top of the order. Next to hit, Garrett Mitchell. Vaughn aboard here at first with nobody out. Now one missed. This one ripped, but foul to the right. 1-2, bottom of the first. The pitch.
That's ball two.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting seven.
First and second, 2 outs. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Everybody's going to be safe. Man at second here with 2 away. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. 1 for 2. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Yep, that ball went out.
Man at second. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. Fires it to the plate. Safe. It's 9-0.
Couldn't have timed it.
Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single. And next for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell.
Ball.
In the air, left side. Johnson in position. And there's 2 down. So up next, Garrett Mitchell.
Number 5, Garrett Mitchell.
The 1-0. There's a swing and a miss.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Johnson under it. And there's 1 down. First and second, 2 outs. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul straight back. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in at bottom half of inning number 2. Base hit! Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases now loaded with 2 away.
Up next for the Brewers.
Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. 1 for 2.
Well, these Brewers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Outside low, 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Vaughn gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they had their first hit since the second inning. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. On the ground to third. The throw to first, and the lefty reliever. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
And now the 0-1. Lined into right. And there's one away. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell.
Well, these Brewers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with...
Swinging a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Henry Bolte.
Hey!
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. And that one is off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Bottom of the 7th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Henry Bolte.
You know, these Athletics need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
The first baseman, Nick Kerr.
That missed. That's a
the
ball.
Fish up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Ripped to third and caught. So digging in, Zach Geloff.
The second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Ball.
The 1-0. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Henry Bolte. In the air to left center, Hernandez moving under it. And there's one down.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Inside, ball.
And a base hit. And that's a one-out single. Bottom of the seventh. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Henry Bolte.
You know, these A's just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going. Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. And now Nick Kurtz. To third, Sanoha. Throws to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Zach Geloff up next for the A's. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequence.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Here's Brian Rocchio. And Chris, is the stolen base a possibility here?
I say no. I think you drop anchor over there. Don't distract the hitter at all. Don't run yourself out of an inning and ultimately out of a ball game. Let him swing it so you can jog around the bases and everybody celebrate at home plate.
That one lifted to left. Brings it in, and there's 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Here's Brian Rocchio. 1 for 4 with a double.
Way to lay off that pitch down. If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Way back there, it's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's Brian Rocchio.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And now the winning run is on base. He's safe at third. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Here's Brian Rocchio. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a foul out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Left field, way back there. That's got a chance. And it bangs off the wall. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Here's Brian Rocchio. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Out of here. Ball game.